Hey everyone, welcome to another session of CeerazzleDazzle Physics. In today's session, we're going to be talking about radioactive decay, guys. So put down today's title in GCSE Physics, it's going to be radioactive decay. Right, so let's get straight into it. So hopefully in the previous lessons we talked about the actual nuclear model of the atom. We know that in the center there are protons and neutrons, and we also know that there are electrons orbiting it here. Here I've just drawn the nucleus of the atom over here on the left hand side over here. So the best way to start talking about this concept is this. Imagine that we have the nucleus right now, and imagine it as being like a bookshelf. So imagine it being like a bookshelf. So here's my bookshelf right now, and each of these represents a book. There we go. Yeah, on the bookshelf. So right now the bookshelf is very stable. It's very stable. It's not breaking down. So my bookshelf is very stable. But the question is the following: what happens if I was to add loads of more protons and neutrons inside it? So we're going to add loads more protons and neutrons inside our nucleus. What do you think is going to happen? And imagine we actually have our bookshelf. That means what would we do to the bookshelf? Well, if we're adding more and more protons and neutrons, what happens is that the bookshelf just becomes heavier and heavier each time. So the bookshelf becomes more and more unstable. So at the start, this is a very stable state. So the nucleus is not breaking down. But now look guys, because it's heavier, there we go. It's heavier now, and now therefore it's become unstable. Just like on the left hand side here, imagine you've got too many books on the bookshelf, guys. Too many books on the bookshelf. Obviously the bookshelf will start to wobble and become unstable. So here we go. The bookshelf is now unstable. There we go. Okay, so we're here. We said a nucleus is stable right now, like a bookshelf, yeah? But if you keep adding more and more books or more protons and neutrons, what will happen is the bookshelf will become unstable. And logically, if the bookshelf becomes unstable, it will cause it to break down. So yes, eventually this will collapse. So bookshelf will break. So bookshelf collapses. There we go, collapses. So therefore, if the bookshelf collapses, what do you think is going to happen to an unstable nucleus? What's going to happen to this unstable nucleus? Well, what's going to happen? Well, it'll be the same thing. The nucleus will collapse. The nucleus will collapse as well. And it will break down, guys. It will collapse and break down here. And this process is known as radioactive decay. So the process in which an unstable nucleus breaks down, releasing radiation, that is called radioactive decay. I'll do it in a bit more detail down below. Here we go guys, so as you can see on the left hand side I've got an unstable nucleus, and now it looks guys, it breaks down into two smaller nucleuses, and also energy comes out, so energy is going to come out as well. I'll put that in over here. So energy is also released in this process. Energy is also released. What else can come out are three different types of radiation. So you can get three different types of radiation. That some of them are called alpha, some of them are called beta, and some of them are called gamma. Okay? So gamma. And all three of these are forms of ionizing radiation. So ionizing radiation here. Wonderful. Right, so let's quickly summarize what actually is radioactive decay. Okay, so at the bottom, guys, you'll see I've put it down formally. Radioactive decay is the random process in which an unstable nucleus breaks down, releasing energy and ionizing radiation, guys. And the three types of ionizing radiation are alpha, beta, and gamma. In the next couple of videos, I'll be going over them in detail. But for now, make sure you understand how it occurs. We have nucleuses which are stable, like a bookshelf with loads of books on it. But then, obviously, if the nucleus becomes, unstable, maybe you've overloaded it too much, the bookshelf will collapse, and just like that, the actual nucleus will collapse as well. And therefore, I've then drawn it again, saying that the nucleus will break down into two smaller pieces, energy will come out, but also ionizing radiation in the form of alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay, and that's it for another session in CeerazzleDazzle Physics. I know this lesson is very short and sweet, but obviously we're going to be using this information in our next coming videos. Anyway guys, take care, goodbye, and stay stable. Goodbye.